Nanny Squares here with this week's craft. Giant accordion paper lollipops, or flowers, or whatever you want them to be. Your imagination is the limits. Here I am at the library where I'm planned this for our August craft in the small town of Spanish, Ontario. Really simple to do. All you do is cut your paper into half, and you're going to need just 2 pieces of paper. That's it. You're going to cut them, and you're going to accordion fold them back and forth, back and forth. It's really just that simple. And the next step is glue. You can use a glue gun if your parents let you, or if you are a parent or an older child, or a glue stick works just as well. So here I am with the glue stick, and I'm just gluing the 2 sections together. Pretty darn easy, isn't it? The next step is just to add the other section to it and glue that. So now I've got 3 sections glued together. I've also taken the time to just make a little cut in this to give it a little bit of a flower shape. Okay, so here's how the section looks as you're going to glue it to the other part. So like I said, simple, simple, simple. Here's all 4 pieces. I've just put an elastic around them so that they can glue and stay glued. And here's just the piece of paper. This is all it is. You're going to cut this in half, and this is what you're using to fold. Just a quick reminder. Now, the stem of your flower or your lollipop is a pencil that you're going to wrap with the cardstock. So again, a glue stick works just fine. It just takes a little bit longer for it to dry, of course. A glue gun works too, but make sure that you have permission to use that. And here is the pencil wrapped. So this is going to be the stem of the flower. Simple, simple, simple. Now, the next part is just to cut out some leaves. You can cut them out in any kind of shape that you want. You can cut them as big as you want, as little as you want, whatever you want to do. So what I've done here is I've just cut them into this type of shape. And then I decided that they were a little bit too big. So I then took that piece and just cut a little bit off of it. So as you can see, you don't really make many mistakes. It's just an easy little craft to do, and you get it done in no time. So here you are, you just glue on your oh my goodness, what are they called? They're called leaves. You put them on the stem. And here the accordion is dried enough. So as you can see, now what you're going to do is you're going to glue the last ends together. So I've got out my handy dandy glue stick, and we're going to work on that and just make sure that they're glued up really good. Use a clothespin if you want while it's drying. And here's what your shape is going to look like. Isn't it pretty? Well, I think it is. So now you're going to fold it down for the flowers. So it almost looks like it's like a lampshade or the dress for a skirt. So this is when I got the idea that you could actually probably make an angel pretty easy out of this as well. So you're going to push it down onto the table, and you're going to take that hole and you're going to squeeze a little bit and make it so the hole is closer together. Add in this stick for your stem of your flower, as you can see here. And the next, well, I'm out of order here. This is again showing how it kind of looks like a lampshade. Those kind of got out of order, but that's kind of what you're working at. So again, here we are again at the stem of your flower or your lollipop being added to the back of it. The next step is to glue that all together. As I said, it's pretty easy. Just a little bit of glue, a little bit of paper, and you've got a really cool looking thing. So the next step is just to find something circular, a jar lid, a bottle, anything, a cup from the kitchen. You can just make the circle, and then you're just going to cut out the circles And you can make it as big as you want or as little as you want, but you want to cover up that hole in the flower. And I did two, so one goes on one side, just like this, as you can see. So I've just glued that into the center. And then the other one gets glued onto the other side. Now, while we're talking about this, you can also change your colors. You could do it so it's 4 colors, all different colors. You can make it look like a swirly lollipop. You could actually color the paper as well, so that you've got that added into your craft as well. So again, just glue it all together. But if you wanted to do a little bit extra, you could add beads to the center so it looks like a sunflower seed. Here it is with just the leaves being added to the stem. Just another little step. And as I said, you can paint up anything. You can add different techniques. You can use ink on the end of the papers and give it kind of a neat look. And here's your finished flower. Isn't it beautiful? It's really pretty in pink too. I did one in pink and red that I made into a lollipop. So now here it is just on display in the library. And this is going to be our craft for August. What I did was I found some pom-poms in the back room. So I decided to add a pom-pom as well to the center. Like I said, you can add anything you want to the centers. You can decorate it up as much as you want. You can use scrapbooking paper. You can use plain paper. You can use an old book for that matter. Now what I did, I found some plastic lying around. So this is just cellophane, like a cellophane basket. And I thought it kind of looked neat in the cellophane. Just gave it another look. And here's a gift for someone special. You could make 3 or 4 of them. You could hang them on the walls. You could do whatever you want with it. So thank you so much. This is Nanny Squares with the Craft of the Week. And I hope you enjoyed this.